Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you some strategies for your strawberries surviving the winter chill, both in frost-free areas and in cold winter climates. Now strawberries are a perennial, which means they come back year after year, and they can survive very cold temperatures down to about 20 degrees Fahrenheit with the tips I'm going to share with you today. So they do often go dormant in the winter, especially in cold winter climates. They'll turn brown and crispy, and these here are surviving our California winter, as we call it, just beautifully. They're actually starting to shoot out a lot of root runners, which you can actually root for free plants. So let me head down here to where we pulled out the blackberries just the other day. And once we pulled the blackberries out, we discovered that a whole bunch of strawberry plants had rooted along the wall here. And you can see how prolific strawberries can be. They're so easy to root just by sticking them in the soil. They'll take root and you can have a brand new free plant for next year. So that's one tip that you can do to help them survive over the winter and grab free plants for next year. Now, like I mentioned, strawberries are perennials, but they don't have the thick bark along their stems like a lot of other perennials do, so they are very susceptible once it freezes. In cold winter areas, you can expect your strawberries to go dormant over the winter time. Once the temperatures dip down in the 40s and 30s on a consistent basis, you'll see the strawberry leaves turn brown and crispy. Now here in Southern California, our berries will often grow throughout the wintertime, but sometimes in frost-free areas, you might see the leaves change, kind of like fall leaves, into red or orange. It's actually really pretty. But once your strawberries go dormant, you want to trim them back at the crown. Now we've got to transplant all these berries soon for our deck expansion. Even though these aren't dormant, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to trim them back. So we'll be transplanting these. The crown is the base of the plant, right where the leaves start to grow. So once your stems are nice and brown and brittle, you want to go ahead and trim them off. And that way you conserve the plant's energies. It all goes into the roots to produce new berries and new roots for next year. But before it frosts, you definitely want to protect your berries with a layer of mulch. So in cold winter areas, you want to use about 6 inches. I use shredded leaf mulch. You can use shredded straw, but you just spread 6 inches around the base of your plants to protect the roots from the cold. That way they don't die and the roots are protected, so they'll start to grow again in the spring. Now, even in warm winter climates or frost-free areas, mulch can definitely help protect the roots of your plants, regulate moisture, keep them from drying out. So mulch is always a good idea. In warm winter areas, you don't need as much, maybe an inch or two will be perfectly adequate. We've got strategy number 1, pruning. Strategy number 2 is mulching. Strategy number 3 to protect your strawberries from the winter chill is watering. In cold winter areas, it's really important that you water your strawberries before the ground freezes so the plants don't become stressed over winter, but just avoid overwatering so the roots don't rot. Now, even in frost-free zones where you might be getting rain over the winter time, it is really important to keep your strawberries well watered during dry spells so the plant doesn't get stressed and continues to grow over the winter. Strategy number 4, especially for you cold winter gardeners, is to choose cold hardy varieties. Now I hear from my winter gardener friends that All-Star and Sparkle are really good varieties that withstand the cold. Now a few varieties that have done well for me here in Southern California that withstand milder winter temperatures are Seascape, Chandler, and Albion. So let me know what varieties do well in your area. Strategy number 5 applies to strawberries grown in containers or in a strawberry crate tower. Those are entirely different animal than those grown in the ground, and they do need extra protection from the cold because they don't have the benefit of an in-ground garden or a raised bed protecting the roots. So for you frost-free area gardeners, there's really not a whole lot extra you need to do to protect your container or crate grown strawberries during the wintertime. They're going to be fine. They might die back a little bit, produce really slowly, but they'll be fine without any extra protection. However, cold winter climate gardeners, once they're dormant, you trim them back, they definitely need some extra protection. Now what I recommend is using a thick piece of plastic as like a frost cover, or there's lots of different types of frost blankets you can pick up at garden centers or on Amazon, and either move your strawberry crate tower or your container into a protected location in your garage, up against a wall, and then cover it with the frost blanket if it's outdoors to help give it that extra layer of protection so the roots survive hard frost. So you just completely cover the container up. You can even wrap it in the plastic if you want to. So in cold winter areas, your strawberry crate tower, your container is nice and wrapped. I'm going to clip it securely in place. And you do want to check it every couple of weeks to keep the roots damp. You definitely don't want to waterlog the roots, but keep them damp enough just so they don't die. And your strawberries will be well protected from hard freezes. Now, once the weather starts to warm up, uncover it, bring your strawberry crate tower, your containers out into the sun, and you'll see brand new leaves start to emerge. And this will be in the early spring sometime. Now, if you do have it in a sunny area and the temperatures are getting well above freezing, you can go ahead and uncover it so that the roots don't fry, because they will heat up very quickly underneath here as the sun warms up. I hope you found this video helpful. Strawberries are such an easy, delicious crop to grow in your garden. What I want you to do before things get too cold in your area is head outside and make sure you protect your strawberries with some of these chill-saving strategies. Head over to CallieKimGardenandHome.com. There's only a few days left to grab the Grow Your Groceries November Indoor Garden Microgreens box. It's only available until November 22nd. So grab it. Gift-it boxes are available without a subscription for the holidays. They make a really nice, unique, one-of-a-kind gift. And the cool thing is, in the box, you get this really nice set of Centurion Precision snips, which makes it really easy to harvest your microgreens. And they're also good for outdoor pruning as well. So you get $7 off with the code microgreens, and make sure you comment below and let me know what you're doing to protect your strawberries this winter. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.